By the time that I'm uploading this video, it's my birthday, and to celebrate, I want to share with you my top picks for fragrances that are perfect for special occasions. Hi everyone, I'm Jean-Lima. I always loved fragrances, and this is my channel, Scented Moments, where we discuss everything about fragrances since 2018. And in this video, like I said in the intro, it's about the best fragrances for the special occasion, whether you are heading to a glamorous party, to a romantic date, or you just want to feel like extra special. These fragrances will definitely elevate your experience. So this will be 10 fragrances, no specific order. Let's start. The first fragrance from House of Thomas & Monaco, Raw Gold. Absolutely love this one. I don't know if it's my favorite from the brand. I really love this brand, to be honest. High quality fragrances. And Raw Gold, this was the limited edition that was first released. This was the first fragrance from Thomas & Monaco back in 2020, 2021. And so this was the first iteration of Raw Gold. Now, this fragrance, this specific formula was discontinued. Discontinued, reformulated, because you still have Raw Gold in new packaging like Sol Salgado and Fuego Futuro that I mentioned in my previous videos, and it's not exactly the same. So this one is very animalic and it's very rough, very raw. You have here cacao, coffee, patchouli, civets, tobacco, whiskey. It's boozy, spicy coffee, like we have like a roasted coffee with cacao, like an earthy patchouli, and animalic. It's very dark, intense, rich, unique type of fragrance. And Raw Gold, it's really a spot-on name, to be honest. It's a very luxury. I would say it's more of a regal type of scent. And it's raw. It's really like this rough, raw animalic qualities that it has. Love this one. High quality fragrance right here. Great performance. Now this is the Eau de Parfum, and the current version of Raw Gold is an extrait. And so comparing both, it's basically saying that the extrait, like the new version, it doesn't have any animalic qualities. So it's more about patchouli. It's more earthy, a bit more chocolatey. Still have the booziness in there, spicy, and it's more, I would say it's more gourmandish. Honestly, it's still dark, but it goes more into a gourmand territory, while this one, I would say it's more animalic. So yes, again, it's different. I still love the current version, to be honest, but comparing both, unfortunately, not as good, not as interesting as this one, but still a very good fragrance nonetheless. But if you are able to find a bottle of the original Raw Gold, or if you have it, just enjoy it, because it's really one of the best fragrances that I smelled recently. The next fragrance from House of Hermes, from the Hermes Essence collection, Ambre Narguile. It's so good, and I finally have it. So I recently added this fragrance to my collection, Ambre Narguile. It was released in 2005. I discovered this one back in 2018, 2019. Blown away, completely blown away. But for some reason, never had the chance to get it, because then meanwhile I got Wajan by Parfum de Malle back then. And which I do like that fragrance. It's a more intense version of Ambre Narguile, but now I have, let's say, the real deal, and it's so special. It's so good. It's gourmand. It's like this cinnamon, sweet, vanillic, honeyed tonka bean type of fragrance. Literally smells like Christmas or holiday season, which is very special for me. And I absolutely love this one. It's such a natural smelling fragrance, this one of the best gourmand fragrances in my opinion out there. Highly advised for you to check this one out. It's the best in this genre. Now we have Angel Shares, you have clones heavily inspired by the scent DNA, and many others as well. Parfum de Malle, Wajan, which is really, it's actually quite good. It's one of the better Parfum de Malle in my opinion, but nothing beats the original Ambre Narguile by Hermes. The next fragrance from the house of Guerlain, from the Narguile collection, Angelique Noire. And I love this fragrance so much. It's really a masterpiece. And this is the older bottle, the 75 ml bottle of Narguile Angelique Noire. It's all about vanilla and of course angelica root, angelica seed, and it's also has a bit of a galbanum in here, because definitely has like a green bitterness in here with an amazing, delicious, like boozy vanilla. This fragrance is so good with this angelica root, angelica seed that gives like a white floral feel, like a very silky white floral feel in here, with the bitter green edge and of course vanilla. Oh, man, its fragrance is so good, so special, so unique, very long lasting in my opinion. It's one of the fragrances that best perform within this Narguile line. I mean, the best is currently Tobacco Honey. I mean, Tobacco Honey it's a different beast. But aside Tobacco Honey, I mean, Angelique Noire, it's one of those that really lasts for a very long time, and smell wise, it's superior than Tobacco Honey. Very different, of course, but I would say that it's superior. It's one of the best Narguile, to be honest. Very special again. Yeah, it's really a type of fragrance that I just use for really special occasions, or when I just want to feel extra special. Highly advise for you to check this one out, Angelique Noire by Guerlain. This is not a list of special occasions type of fragrance without Amouage's Jubilation 25. This fragrance will be forever one of my references for special occasions. Amouage Jubilation 25. It's a masterpiece, my favorite. This one and Interlude, I would say that these are the references and my favorite fragrances from Amouage. Then of course Royal Tobacco, Silver Oud, Overture Man also comes along, but my two picks, and especially Jubilation 25, I would say it's my favorite. Then you have Interlude, but this one, the masterpiece of Bertrand de Chafour, in my opinion. So you have major dose of blackberry, major, so juicy and thick, with incense, tons of incense, with myrrh, popanax, oud. I mean, you have so many resins in here, so many notes, but in the end, it really comes across as a berry, like a blueberry, juicy, fruity, thick blueberry with major dose of frankincense, myrrh, a bit of oud or popanax, very resinous, and it's to die for. I absolutely love this one. Now, this one is the previous formulation, so you see that Jubilation is written here, so next to the spray, and the current Jubilation is written here, Jubilation 25. And everyone says that the current version, it's really watered down, doesn't smell as good as it once did, doesn't perform as good. So that's why now you have the Jubilation 40, which actually I'm starting to appreciate more and more. And actually, I think I will buy a full bottle of it. Yes, and because I was not impressed at all when I first tried it. But this one it's a masterpiece. Again, highly advise for you to check this one out. I mean, I'm fortunate enough to have like the previous version. The OG version it's not a magnetic, so it's a non-magnetic cap. And I think the cap as well, it's more, it's a different material actually, but it's a non-magnetic cap. That's like the original formulation of Jubilation 25. Then came out this one, and now you have the current Jubilation 25 written here and the bottom of the bottle. I love it, and I highly advise to check this one out, even in its current state, because it will always be better than a lot of fragrances that are coming out recently, especially from Amouage. But still, I still advise to check the new formulation of Jubilation 25. Amazing, it's a masterpiece. The next fragrance from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, Grand Soir. Look at the dent already. This is a very special fragrance for me. It's one of my favorite amber fragrances ever. I discovered this one back in 2017, so very early on my niche journey, fragrance journey. And yes, I absolutely love it. This was my second or third, no, it was my second. It was my second amber fragrance that I tried from a sample, because the first one was L'air de Marocain by Andy Tower, very different from this one. Then I tried Grand Soir from a sample, and then I tried Au Cuir du Désert. And I have these three fragrances, and these three fragrances are some of the best amber fragrances ever created. Now, this one is the more easy to like, easy to wear fragrance. It's more appealing than the Andy Tower fragrances. It's so good, and this is a fragrance that I have so many good memories. It really takes me back when I was discovering niche fragrances. I was discovering actually Maison Francis Culture, and this was the first fragrance that I tried from this brand. And I was blown away at how good this was, because this is all about amber. So this is all about benzoin, and benzoin, it's like a resin that has a vanillic smell into it with labdanum, and it's so good. It's a very simple fragrance, honestly. This is a very fluffy type of amber. It's like really touching the clouds. Is that fluffy, but it's so addicting. It's so good, so vanillic, resinous, cozy, sensual, alluring. And again, I have so many great memories with this fragrance. My fiance loves this one as well, and it's a great romantic fragrance, in my opinion. It's very romantic type of fragrance. I love Grand Soir, one of the best from Francis Culture, from this brand, in my opinion. Highly advise for you to check this one out. It's Grand Soir. Next fragrance from the house of Chanel, from the Les Exclusives, Cuir de Russie. My favorite leather, and I mean a reference in terms of leather fragrances. Cuir de Russie, I mean, it's... what can you say? What can I say about Cuir de Russie that hasn't been said before? A masterpiece. That's it. Next one. Now, Cuir de Russie is an old style, a vintage style of fragrance, of leather fragrance. So this has, of course, aldehydes, and for me, it's spicy with some animalic qualities. Now, this is the Eau de Parfum. This is not the Eau de Toilette. And I'm really happy with the Eau de Parfum. I never tried Eau de Toilette, nor even a more older formulation of Cuir de Russie. Let's not forget that Cuir de Russie was released in the late 1920s, created by Hermes. And it's still relevant to this day. I mean, this stood the test of time. This is a timeless classic fragrance. Again, the best leather, in my opinion, out there. Not sweet at all. It's really like a bit powdery, aldehydic, spicy, animalic leather. But while I'm saying this, you might think, if you never tried Cuir de Russie, you might think, wow, this is really like a beefy, daring fragrance. No, it's elegant. It's Chanel. It will always be elegant. Absolutely love it, man. This is really good. Highly advised for you to try this one out. It's again one of those fragrances that you have to try at least once. It's Cuir de Russie by Chanel. Talking about leathers, but this one, I would say it's more popular and maybe more easy to like, especially nowadays. But I don't know if it's that easy to find. It's from the house of Dior, and it is Dior Homme Parfum. And I have the original bottle here, as you can see, the 75 ml. Currently comes in the 100 ml, but the formulation is the same, smells the same. Nothing changed, to be honest. It's just, I think it's a bit just harder to find. I absolutely love this one. I have a full review of this one, like from years ago, when I purchased this fragrance. This fragrance was for some time my favorite designer fragrance, actually. The first one that I tried from this line was Dior Homme, of course, my all-time favorite. And then I tried Dior Homme Parfum, which then kind of replaced Dior Homme in terms of my favorites. But now I return to Dior Homme as my all-time favorite. But still, this one is amazing. This is a uber intense fragrance, very rich and thick type of perfume, very heavy. So tons of leather in here. Leather, iris. The iris here, it's more buttery, not as makeup-y as in Dior Homme or Dior Homme Intense. With rose, you have a bit of rose in here with some cedar wood. Some people claim that this has oud, but I don't smell any oud in here. It's more of an woodsy cedar wood type of accord or note that I get in the base. This fragrance is amazing, but the leather is definitely the most prominent note with iris. And for me, in terms of iris and leather combinations, this for me is a reference. Absolutely love this one, and this is a very special fragrance. It's that type of fragrance to wear in special occasions or when you want to feel extra special. Man, this one, it's one of a kind. To be honest, it's one of the best fragrances from Dior. And to be honest, it's Dior Parfum. I really advise to check this one out, but again, you don't need to hunt the 75 ml, just go with the 100 ml. The next fragrance from the house of MDCI Parfum, Chypre Palatin. Of course, a Chypre is always special, but this one specifically, I mean, I could have mentioned my favorite, which is Jubilation XXV Extrait, which is the one marketed for a woman from Amouage, which is discontinued, that one. But because that one is hard to find, and I already mentioned Jubilation XXV for men, so I think it's just better to feature another fragrance, highlight another fragrance that it's also worth the highlight, and it's definitely this one, Chypre Palatin. It's one of the best Chypres out there. It has this mandarin orange in here, right in the opening, with some lavender. You have lots of notes in here, lots of things going on, but mainly like it's more of a mandarin orange with some lavender, some galbanum. Like you have this a slightly green bitterness in here with plum and amber. Tons of amber, tons of labdanum in here with some oak moss or an accord that comes across as a mossy quality, and it's to die for. I absolutely love this one. It's so good. It's really a special fragrance. It's really one of those fragrances that you wear to go to opera, to go to a very glamorous event. It's this fragrance. It's amazing. You will definitely stand out with this one. Great performance, at least for me. This is another Parfum concentration. Highly advise to check this one out. And this is a great entry-level Chypre because it has this sweet ambery qualities that I think makes it easier to appreciate than the traditional Chypres. So yes, in the end, highly advise to check this one out, especially because it also has like a very juicy plum in here. It's MDCI Chypre Palatin. And the next fragrance from the house of Frederic Malle, The Moon. Now I know I've been featuring The Moon a lot. It's been a bit repetitive, and I know a few of you like sometimes comment saying that, oh, you're featuring like same fragrances like here and there. I do get that, I hear you, but at the same time, just keep in mind that this is my experience. This is like a journal in a video format of my experience with the fragrances. This is literally my fragrance journey being recorded, and so of course there are times that I'm enjoying more fragrances than others, and this is literally just because if I'm featuring like 2-3 fragrances again over and over, it's really because I'm loving those, and that's simply it. So yes, that's only that's the reason why I feature sometimes same fragrances. But yes, and it's the case of The Moon here. It's the case of The Moon, and again, my favorite wood rose fragrance. It has this raspberry shisha type of quality with incense, this gemmy rose, oud, and it's amazing to die for. Really, it's playful, but very special in my opinion. Great performance, couple of sprays, you're good to go. Frederic Malle, The Moon. If you just need to have one wood rose fragrance, it's this one, The Moon. And the last fragrance here, and actually this will be my scent of the day. It's from the house of Xerjoff, Alexandria 2 anniversary. This will be my scent of the day. I love this one. I'm a big fan of Alexandria 2 DNA. So it has this lavender, cardamom, and oud. It's amazing. And the anniversary version, which was released this year, it's my favorite currently. It's so good. Like the materials, I think they are of a higher quality, honestly. Very rich, very intense, very enveloping. It's just such a fantastic experience. I absolutely love this one. And yeah, this is a cute mini 15 ml. I hope to add the full bottle soon, because it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful 100 ml bottle, which I will showcase here. And yeah, this is, everything is more amped up, and I would say that comes across more of a natural feeling to it. It has a natural feel, of a more natural feeling to it. Love it. And I have the entire Alexandria range actually. So I have the Alexandria 2, I have the Alexandria 3, I have Alexandria Oriental. Now I have the 15 ml of Alexandria 2 anniversary, and I still hope to add the 100 ml, like the full bottle, because again, very beautiful looking, and the smell, it's amazing. So yes, this will be my scent of the day. I love it. It's how it is. Celebrating my 33rd anniversary. My God, outrageous anniversary with Alexandria 2 anniversary by Xerjoff. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what fragrances would you suggest for special occasions. If you find value in this video, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, subscribe, check out the other content that I have available, and see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Ciao.